Imagine this. You're walking down the street, and you hear Eminem's unmistakable flow blasting from a passenger car. You know it's him because, let's face it, who else commands that kind of presence? Well, it turns out with over 500 million records sold worldwide, Eminem isn't just a household name. He's a global phenomenon. And get this, according to the RIAA, he's moved an outstanding 227.5 million certified albums and singles just in the United States. That's mind-blowing, right? He also has racked up 50 platinum albums and nailed a #1 spot on the charts a cool 10 times. But in case you're wondering how many albums he sold to get these numbers, you're in luck, because that's exactly what we're here to explore today. So, grab your favorite beverage, settle in, and let me tell you, how many albums has Eminem sold over his career? Number 15. Curtain Call 2, 2022. Eminem dropped the album Curtain Call 2 on August 5, 2022, courtesy of Aftermath Entertainment, Shady Records, and Interscope Records. But it wasn't just any album. It was his second greatest hits collection, following up on the classic Curtain Call, the hits from back in 2005. This time around, Curtain Call 2 was a full-on flashback to the most recent chapters of Eminem's career. We're talking about everything from his comeback with Relapse in 2009 to the present day. And get this, sprinkled in among the hits are 3 brand new tracks. Tracks like The King and I, featuring CeeLo Green, From the D to the LBC, featuring Snoop Dogg, and Is This Love 09, featuring 50 Cent. Now across the pond in the UK, Curtain Call 2 made waves, selling a cool 100,000 copies. That's right, the Brits couldn't get enough of Slim Shady's latest masterpiece. Who can blame them? Number 14. Music to be Murdered By, Side B Deluxe Edition 2020. Music to be Murdered By Side B hit the scene on December 18, 2020. And it made some serious noise. Just like his last 2 albums, he didn't give us any heads up. The deluxe edition was packed with 16 brand new tracks, plus a bonus disc. And it's not just Eminem holding it down. He brought in some heavy hitters like Skylar Grey, DJ Premier, Ty Dolla $ign, Dr. Dre, Sly Piper, MAJ, and White Gold to spice things up. Alongside the album drop came some serious slick visuals. We're talking about a music video for Nat, directed by the one and only Cole Bennett. Plus, we got treated to the premiere of the Higher music video on January 23, 2021, and the lyric videos for Alfred's Theme and Tone Deaf. Eminem's paying tribute to the late Chicago rapper King Von and the latter. When the deluxe edition of the album hit the shelves, sales of the main album went through the roof. We're talking a 1,125% boost in sales units from the previous week, moving a whopping 94,000 units. It catapulted the album back up to the 3rd spot on the Billboard 200 chart in its 48th week. That's a 196-spot jump from the week before, smashing a 50-year-old record previously held by none other than Bob Dylan himself, Self-Portrait, back in 1970. Eminem's not just making music, he's making history. Number 13. Shady XV, 2014. Shady XV dropped on November 24, 2014, and it marked the 15th anniversary of Shady Records. And let me tell you, they pulled out all the stops for this one. It was a double-disc extravaganza. And when I say extravaganza, I mean it sold over 310,000 copies. Talk about making an entrance. So, what's inside? Well, for starters, you've got fresh tracks from the likes of Slaughterhouse, Bad Meets Evil, D12, Yellow Wolf, and, of course, the man himself, Eminem. But that's not all. The second disc is a trip down memory lane, featuring the label's greatest hits, including tracks from former Shady Records members. It's like a who's who of hip-hop royalty, all under one roof. And every single artist who's ever been a part of the Shady Records family is represented on this album. It's a testament to the legacy, the talent, and the sheer force of Shady Records. Number 12. Eminem presents the Re-Up 2006. Eminem Presents The Re-Up is a showcase of talent from Shady Records and beyond. Eminem, D12, 50 Cent, O.B. Trice, Stat Quo, Bobby Creekwater, and Cassius all brought their A-game to the table. And that's not even half of it. We've got guest appearances from heavy hitters like Lloyd Banks, Akon, and the legendary Nate Dogg. The Re-Up practically smashed the charts. Debuting at number 2 on the US Billboard 200 chart, it made waves right out of the gate. And since then, it's racked up an impressive 14,018,078 copies sold in the US alone. Yeah, you heard me. Platinum status, certified by none other than the RIAA. Number 11. Music to be Murdered By, 2020. Music to be Murdered By was released with a bang and sold 18,026,373 copies, with guest appearances from Skylar Grey, Young M.A., Royce da 5'9", White Gold, Ed Sheeran, The Late, Juice WRLD, Black Thought, Q-Tip, Denon, Anderson .Paak, Don Toliver, King Crooked, and Joel Ortiz. And what gives this album its distinct taste? Its title, its cover art, and concepts are all inspired by none other than Alfred Hitchcock and Jeff Alexander's 1958 spoken word album Alfred Hitchcock Presents Music to be Murdered By. And let's not forget the singles, Darkness, Godzilla, and Those Kinda Nights, each a powerhouse. Number 10. Revival 2017. Revival sold a whopping 20,099,810 copies. It's safe to say that the fans were hungry for some new M material. Eminem, alongside a crew of top-notch producers like Rick Rubin, Fred Wreck, Skylar Grey, Alex the Kid, and the one and only Dr. Dre, cooked up some serious beats in various recording studios. But that's not all. It was packed with guest appearances from some of the biggest names in the music industry. We're talking Beyoncé, Fresher, Ed Sheeran, Alicia Keys, ex-ambassadors, Skylar Grey, Kehlani, and Pink, just to name a few. Number 9. Kamikaze 2018. Although Kamikaze was released with no prior announcement, it sold 21,010,000 copies. Talk about star power, right? Kamikaze was a collaboration of epic proportions. We're talking guest appearances from the likes of Joyner Lucas, Royce da 5'9", Jesse Reyes, and even some uncredited vocals by Justin Vernon from Bon Iver. Now, behind the scenes, we've got Eminem and Dr. Dre calling the shots as executive producers, ensuring that every beat, every lyric hits just right. And speaking of beats, production was handled by a killer lineup of talent, including Boy Wonder, Tay Keith, Ronnie J, Mike Will Made It, and Eminem himself. Number 8. Relapse 2009. After a 4-year hiatus due to writer's block and battling with prescription sleeping medication, Eminem burst back onto the scene with a vengeance. And boy, was it worth the wait! Relapse sold a staggering 44,015,000 copies. Eminem teamed up with heavy hitters like Dr. Dre and Mark Batson to handle production. These guys crafted sonic masterpieces that would stand the test of time. Recording sessions for the album spanned from 2007 to 2009, with Eminem pouring his heart and soul into every track. Number 7. The Marshall Mathers LP 2, 2013. Eminem's 8th studio album, The Marshall Mathers LP 2, was released on November 5, 2013. This album was a journey through Eminem's evolution as an artist, selling a staggering 57,090,313 copies across 18 countries. It's safe to say that M's impact was felt worldwide. The Marshall Mathers LP2 was a masterpiece that pays homage to its predecessor while pushing the boundaries of what's possible in hip-hop. Recorded from 2012 to 2013, Eminem teamed up with a diverse array of producers to craft a sound that's both nostalgic and forward-thinking. With legends like Dr. Dre and Rick Rubin serving as executive producers, you know you're in for something special. Its star-studded lineup of guest appearances is what sets it apart. We're talking Skylar Grey, RIAA, Nate Ruess, and the one and only Kendrick Lamar. Each collaboration adds a unique flavor to the album, showcasing Eminem's versatility as an artist. Number 6. The Slim Shady LP, 1999. The Slim Shady LP was Eminem's arrival on the scene, even though it was like his second album. Released on February 23, 1999, this album marked Eminem's major label debut. The album crushed it, selling a mind-blowing 84,062,300 copies across 34 countries. A testament to the impact that Eminem had on the music industry right from the get-go. Recorded in Ferndale, Michigan, after Eminem caught the attention of Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine. The Slim Shady LP features production from some of the biggest names in the game, including Dr. Dre himself, the Bass Brothers, and of course, Eminem. Number 5, Encore, 2004. Encore was meant to be Eminem's grand finale, his swan song, his encore performance before riding off into the sunset. Released on November 12, 2004 by Aftermath Entertainment, Shady Records, and Interscope Records, Encore was a statement, packed with lyrical themes ranging from Eminem's opposition to then U.S. President George W. Bush to playful parodies of Michael Jackson. It showcased M's versatility as an artist. Encore sold a staggering 89,018,504 copies across 24 countries. In the US alone, it racked up an impressive 53,043,000 copies sold. Number 4, Recovery, 2010. Recovery hit the scene on June 18, 2010 and was a game changer, following up on the heels of Relapse, 2009. From 2009 to 2010, Eminem hit up recording studios far and wide, collaborating with a diverse array of producers, including Alex the Kid, Just Blaze, Boy Wonder, Jim Johnson, DJ Khaled, Mr. Porter, and of course, the legendary Dr. Dre. It was like a hip-hop dream team, coming together to craft something truly special. The cherry on top is its star-studded lineup of collaborations. Eminem teamed up with artists like Pink, Lil Wayne, RIAA, and Slaughterhouse to deliver tracks that would resonate with fans around the world. Recovery moved a jaw-dropping 108,073,795 copies across 26 countries. Number 3, Curtain Call, The Hits, 2005. Let's talk about a milestone in Eminem's career, the release of his first greatest hits album, Curtain Call, The Hits. This was a celebration of Eminem's greatest hits, a testament to his unrivaled impact on the music world. Curtain Call, The Hits was a juggernaut, selling an astounding 157,033,091 copies across 17 countries. Those are some serious numbers, and it's a testament to the enduring popularity of Eminem's music. From iconic singles like Stan to new releases like Fack, When I'm Gone, and Shake That featuring Nate Dogg, it's a comprehensive collection that spans Eminem's entire career. And let's not forget the show-stopping live version of Stan, featuring none other than English singer-songwriter Elton John, performed at the 43rd Grammy Awards. Talk about a legendary collaboration. Number 2, The Eminem Show, 2002. Eminem's fourth studio album, The Eminem Show, was a game changer. The Eminem Show was originally scheduled for release on June 4, 2002, but due to rampant pirating and bootlegging, it dropped 9 days earlier. And despite the challenges posed by piracy, it still managed to sell an astonishing 20,089,006,750 copies across 40 countries. Yeah, you heard me right. One thing the Eminem Show showed us is Eminem's evolution as a producer. He took on a substantially more predominant production role, with most of the album being self-produced alongside his longtime collaborator Jeff Bass. It's a showcase of Eminem's versatility and creativity behind the boards. And let's not forget the lineup of guest appearances. From Obi Trice to D12 to Dr. Dre to Nate Dogg and even Eminem's daughter Haley Jade Scott Mathers. It's a who's who of hip-hop royalty. Number 1. Marshall Mathers LP 2000. Eminem's third studio album, the Marshall Mathers LP, was released by Aftermath Entertainment and Interscope Records. The Marshall Mathers LP sold a jaw-dropping 32 billion copies worldwide, a clear demonstration of Eminem's profound influence on the music industry as the millennium unfolded. The album stands out for its depth and introspection. Recorded over a 2-month period in various studios around Detroit, it's a raw and unfiltered journey through Eminem's life. From his rise from rags to riches to his struggles with fame, criticism, and family, it's a portrait of an artist at the height of his powers. It had an impressive lineup of collaborators too, from Dido to RBX to Sticky Fingers to Bizarre to Snoop Dogg to Exhibit to Nate Dogg and D12. Each guest brings their own unique flavor to the album, adding layers of depth and complexity to Eminem's already powerful lyrics. Eminem's impact on the music industry is undeniable. From record-breaking album sales to groundbreaking collaborations, his journey has left an indelible mark on the world of hip-hop. With each album, he continues to push boundaries, challenges norms, and inspires millions around the globe. Eminem is a culture icon, and his legacy will continue to resonate for generations to come. Don't forget to like and subscribe.